RBI decides to withdraw pre-2005 currency notes. Bangalore University plans to set up a separate hostel for Northeastern students. A special initiative taken by World Peacekeepers Movement to make Bangalore a safe city. Cyclists from all over India joined the bicycle championship race in Bangalore.
Good evening and welcome to Comets TV. I'm Sudeshna Biswas.
And I am Aratrika Haldar.
If you have 500 or 1000 rupee notes that were printed before 2005, it is likely that you have already faced a problem. Stores, petrol bunks, even roadside vendors are refusing to accept these notes, pointing to a decision by the Reserve Bank to withdraw these notes from circulation. Aratrika Haldar has more on this noteworthy issue.
Currency notes introduced into circulation before 2005 do not have the year of issue printed on them. The Reserve Bank, fearing that this could lead to counterfeiting, has now sought the return of 500 and 1000 rupee notes. The notice of the withdrawal, however, has led to problems for citizens.
Shopkeepers inspect the notes closely, and because they do not know much about this issue, they refuse to accept these notes. They tell us the notes may be fake, and if they accept them, they'll get into trouble.
Store owners have their own reasons for refusing to accept notes that do not have the year of issue printed on them.
Earlier, we used to take these notes from our customers and then try to exchange them at the bank. But it's a problem and also a waste of time. So now, we will tell the customers to do the exchanging themselves or give us new notes.
The RBI has given time for the public till 1st July to exchange the so-called old notes. The plan is to segregate these notes and send them to the RBI for disposal. And officials say that the process has already begun and is going on smoothly.
There is no problem for anybody. Even after July, I am telling, if you are exchanging, we will exchange. Banks will be exchanging. And after some time, maybe another 1 year or so, the notes, once it will completely phased out, then there will not be any problem.
Banks are insisting that there are no problems with using 500 and 1000 rupee notes or exchanging them. But that is not the case on the street. Both shopkeepers and customers are haggling over the legality of the so-called old notes. And even exchanging them at the banks is seen as a time-consuming process. The only hope is that things will become clearer after the July 1st deadline. With Angana Sengupta, this is Aratrika Haldar for Comets TV.
The Northeast Council, based in Shillong, has tentatively agreed to give Bangalore University 14.5 crore rupees to build a hostel only for the use of the students from the Northeast. This proposal has come under fire from unexpected quarters. Sudeshna Biswas has the story.
With the intention of safety and security, Bangalore University has now planned to set up a separate hostel for the Northeastern students. Their main concern is that there should not be any repetition of the Nido Tanyam incident in the Garden City in the near future. Bangalore University officials say security for Northeastern students, especially girls, is top priority.
Once they are in the campus, we will install the CCTV and also the big compound, and we'll put the security, and it would be fully secured. The problem was when they go from hostel to the bus stand to take the bus or to take some autos to the respective colleges, the security part. That is the reason why we have planned a building very close to the bus stop.
On the face of it, this initiative seems like a welcome one, but Northeastern students are not exactly over the moon.
I'm sure it will ensure safety to provide hostel for separate Northeastern students. Again, in some other way, it's just going to be a limited kind of security. We would be all alienated. We wouldn't get to mingle a lot, which is the main cause for us studying outside.
The Bangalore University decision has come in for criticisms from other sections of academia too.
University need to go a little more beyond than just building hostel. I think they need to also give Northeastern Studies, a Center for Studies and everything else, so that this whole cultural gap that exists between the Northeastern and then the other cultures should be bridged.
A separate hostel for one section of the student community is bound to create disunity in the name of unity. That is the opinion of a majority of students from the Northeast who insist that a separate hostel for them is unlikely to provide any long-term solutions for their problems. With Aratrika Haldar, this is Sudeshna Biswas for Comets TV.
With that, let us take a break. After the break, we have for you a special initiative taken to make Bangalore a safe city. Cyclists from all over India join the bicycle championship race in Bangalore. So stay with Comets TV for more news ahead.
Welcome back with Aratrika and me Sudeshna. Moving on with our news reports. How do you get an auto driver to take you where you want to go? This is the question that is uppermost on the minds of many Bangaloreans who have been grappling with the issue of surly, rude and uncooperative auto drivers. But now, as Angana Sengupta reports, there is a glimmer of hope on the horizon.
Will you go by the meter?
No, madam. I'll take 10 rupees over and above the meter.
Why is that?
Because I'll have to return empty.
But that is just not right. Hundreds of similar conversations must be taking place every day between inflexible auto drivers and harassed commuters. One organization now aims to change things for the better. Peace Auto is an initiative that was launched on Gandhi Jayanti Day last year in Koramangala by a group called the World Peacekeeper Movement.
Collective thinking towards about any community is not good, because there are 1 lakh people out there who are giving who are transporting almost 1.5 million people a day in Bangalore, and one of the biggest aspect is a woman's safety and following the rules and harassment, tampering the meters. So we tried solving all this problem not by telling them what to do, what not to do, rather making them more responsible.
Auto drivers who have been trained under the scheme say there are multiple benefits to becoming a Peace Auto member.
There is both safety auto में peace auto में.
Passengers feel safe in a peace auto, especially women, and they can travel in leisure because there is also a library in the auto. For these reasons, we now get more business, and on average, I make 10 rupee extra per fare now.
Every week, Peace Auto drivers are required to attend meetings at which their feedback forms are checked. These feedback forms are filled in by passengers who are generally appreciative.
पुलिस ऑटो आने से बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है ये लोग बहुत respect.
The Peace Auto service is really good. The drivers treat passengers with a lot of respect. Earlier, they would fight and argue with us, but now it's all very calm and peaceful.
At the moment, there are 75 Peace Autos running in the city, mostly in Koramangala area. The plan is to get more auto drivers to join the initiative, and once the total rises to 200 or so, a GPS arrangement will be put in place enabling women commuters to call for an auto when required. Service with a smile, a dream for Bangaloreans who travel by auto every day, but a reality today for commuters who have been lucky enough to travel by a Peace Auto. With Sudeshna Biswas, this is Angana Sengupta for Comets TV.
So Sudeshna, how was your Sunday?
It was nice.
Well, it was more than nice for Shashwati Chakraborty, as she witnessed more than 100 cyclists, some of them from other states, having an exciting Sunday, thanks to the Bangalore Bicycle Championship.
The Bangalore Bicycle Championship has been attracting cyclists from all over India for the last 5 years now. The first race of this year's championship was a 33.5 kilometer long event on Old Madras Road today. The race had attracted many national and state level cyclists.
I'm doing it from past 7-8 years. Was in Mumbai before, now in Bangalore. And Yeah, I'm a 7-time national gold medalist, and this is my life.
The participants are not all professionals. There are many for whom cycling is a passion and a way to keep themselves fit.
We have an amateur team. It's called Spectrum Racing, and Vicky, who you just interviewed, is also part of it. We're all people who have our own jobs and everything else. Also keeps us fit and gives us motivation.
The participants were divided into 5 categories, and 5 racers from each category will now take part in the second round 3 weeks from now. The organizers are expecting a lot from this year's championship.
We want more people to race. Competition level has increased. People are training hard.
The first race of a new year has just ended on an exciting note. But there's more excitement in store for bicycle enthusiasts because the championship will continue till August with many more events. With camera person Deepa Srivastava, this is Shashwati Chakravarti for Comets TV.
That's all we have for you today. You can email your feedback to cometstv.com or you can SMS COMMITS space your message to 59496.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Coming up next is a special news bulletin in Hindi. Thank you for watching Comets TV.
Good
night.
night.
नमस्कार, आपका स्वागत है कॉमेट्स टीवी पर। मैं दीपा श्रीवास्तवा। आइए आज की सुर्खियों पर एक नज़र डालें। आने वाले चुनावों में सफलता पाने के लिए सारी राजनीतिक पार्टियां सोशल मीडिया में जगह बनाने की होड़ में।
सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की, मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा।
Provide this country with a framework to fight corruption. जाग गया भाई, जाग गया।
राजनीतिक पार्टियां पहली बार मतदान करने वालों का ध्यान आकर्षित करने में एड़ी चोटी का जोर लगा रही हैं। फेसबुक से लेकर ट्विटर तक पार्टियां सोशल मीडिया का प्रयोग विस्तृत रूप से कर रहे हैं। इस विषय में एक स्पेशल रिपोर्ट। राजनीतिक पंडितों का मानना है कि फेसबुक और ट्विटर जैसे माध्यमों से ही इस जनवाई पीढ़ी का ध्यान आकर्षित किया जा सकता है।
आज की पीढ़ी समाचार पत्र और पत्रिकाएं पढ़ने में रुचि नहीं लेती है। इस कारण ट्विटर और फेसबुक ही केवल एकमात्र साधन है जिससे उन तक पहुंचा जा सकता है।
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक कदम आगे बढ़कर अपनी खुद की सोशल मीडिया खिड़की की शुरुआत की है ताकि अपनी पार्टी की सोच सब लोगों तक पहुंचा सके।
कांग्रेस की खिड़की नामक सोशल मीडिया साइट है जो कि ट्विटर के समान है। इसका निर्माण भारतीय यूथ कांग्रेस द्वारा किया गया है जिसका उपयोग पार्टी वर्कर और सेवादार करेंगे। इसमें कोई भी खाता डुप्लीकेट नहीं है। सोशल मीडिया ही एकमात्र साधन है जिसे आईएनसी कैंपेन के लिए देख रही है, जहां पिछले 9 सालों में हमने जो कुछ भी किया है वो पेश कर रहे हैं।
मगर यहाँ ध्यान देने वाली बात यह है कि वोटर की रुचि इन सोशल मीडिया के पॉलिटिकल पेजेस पर बिल्कुल नहीं है।
मैं फेसबुक पर एक्टिव हूँ, मगर किसी भी राजनीतिक पार्टी के सोशल मीडिया पेज मैंने नहीं देखे, न ही मुझे उन्हें देखने की इच्छा है।
सभी महत्वपूर्ण राजनीतिक पार्टियों का मानना है कि वह सोशल मीडिया का भरपूर उपयोग कर रहे हैं, मगर हकीकत ये है नए वोटर्स की रुचि राजनीतिक प्रसंगों में बिल्कुल नहीं है। शाश्वती चक्रवर्ती के साथ मैं दीपा श्रीवास्तव। खबरों में बस इतना ही। कल फिर मिलते हैं इसी वक्त। विस्तृत खबरों के लिए आप cometstv.com पर लॉग ऑन कर सकते हैं और हमें फेसबुक और ट्विटर पर भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं। धन्यवाद।